What if some of Hollywood's most beloved stars were hiding truths they never dared to confess? Behind the fame and flashing lights, many lived quiet, secret lives, afraid that being honest could cost them everything. Careers, reputations, even freedom were on the line. Yet in that silence, something powerful was born: courage. Today we reveal the hidden stories, unspoken identities, and lasting impact of stars who never publicly came out. Stay with us, and don't forget to subscribe for more untold stories. Ricky Martin once stood at the peak of global fame, admired for his music, charisma, and undeniable presence. For years, he captivated audiences around the world. Yet behind the spotlight, he carried a truth he wasn't ready to share. In an era when being openly gay could threaten a career, silence often felt like the safest choice. But in 2010, everything changed. Through a heartfelt public statement, Martin came out as a gay man, choosing honesty over fear. The response was overwhelming. Support, respect, and admiration poured in from fans and peers alike. Rather than losing his place in the industry, he strengthened it. What makes his journey so powerful is not just the revelation, but the courage it required. Martin's story reflects a turning point in culture, where authenticity began to outweigh expectation. Today, he stands not only as a global star, but as a symbol of truth, resilience, and the freedom to live openly without apology. Neil Patrick Harris has long been recognized for his versatility, charm, and sharp wit, captivating audiences through roles in How I Met Your Mother and beyond. For years, he built a successful career in Hollywood while keeping his personal life largely private, navigating an industry that once placed heavy expectations on identity. In 2006, Harris publicly came out as a gay man, choosing honesty in a moment that still carried professional uncertainty. Rather than diminishing his career, the revelation was met with widespread samarthan and respect, marking a shift in how audiences embraced authenticity. What followed was not just continued success, but growth. Harris became an advocate for visibility and inclusion, later marrying his partner David Burtka and building a family grounded in love and openness. His journey reflects more than a personal milestone. It represents cultural progress. In a world once defined by silence, Harris's story shows that truth can strengthen both career and character, proving that authenticity is not a risk, but a powerful foundation. Matt Bomer built his career with quiet confidence, earning recognition for his talent, charm, and striking screen presence in projects like White Collar and Magic Mike. For years, he navigated Hollywood with grace, keeping his personal life out of the spotlight while establishing himself as a respected leading man. In 2012, during an acceptance speech, Bomer publicly acknowledged his husband and children, coming out with sincerity rather than spectacle. The moment was simple, yet deeply powerful. Instead of facing backlash, he was met with admiration and support from both fans and the industry. What makes his story resonate is its calm authenticity. There was no dramatic reveal, just honesty, spoken with gratitude and love. Bomer's journey reflects a changing cultural landscape where truth no longer has to be hidden to succeed. Today, he stands not only as a talented actor, but as a symbol of quiet courage, showing that living openly and loving fully can exist alongside success, dignity, and lasting respect. Luke Evans carries a presence that feels both classic and quietly unconventional. With his commanding roles in films like Dracula Untold and Beauty and the Beast, he could have easily fit into Hollywood's traditional leading man image. Yet from early in his career, Evans chose a different path, one rooted in honesty. Unlike many before him, he never hid his identity. Openly gay from the beginning, he stepped into an industry that had not always made space for such openness. especially for actors in leading roles. His decision was not loud or performative, but steady and unwavering. What makes Evans stand out is this quiet confidence. He doesn't define himself by labels, nor does he distance himself from them. Instead, he exists comfortably within his truth, allowing his work and presence to speak for themselves. In a world once shaped by silence, Luke Evans represents a shift, proving that authenticity and success can stand side by side without compromise. Jonathan Bailey has become one of the most captivating talents of his generation, known for his standout role in Bridgerton, where charm, vulnerability, and emotional depth define his performance. On screen, he embodies romance with effortless elegance, but behind the scenes, his journey reflects something even more meaningful. For years, Bailey understood the unspoken pressures within the industry, where being open about one's identity could still carry risk. Early in his career, he felt the need to protect parts of himself, aware that authenticity might affect opportunity. Over time, however, that perspective changed. Choosing honesty, Bailey has spoken openly about being a gay man, embracing his identity with quiet confidence. His success challenges outdated assumptions, proving that talent and truth are not in conflict. What makes his story powerful is its balance, strength without defiance, openness without spectacle. In doing so, Jonathan Bailey represents a new era in entertainment, where living authentically is no longer a limitation, but a source of freedom and lasting impact. Jim Parsons became a household name through his iconic role as Sheldon Cooper on The Big Bang Theory, earning widespread acclaim for his precision, humor, and unique screen presence. For years, he remained relatively private about his personal life, focusing on his craft while navigating an industry that often placed quiet pressure on public image. In 2012, Parsons publicly acknowledged that he is gay, sharing that he had been in a long-term relationship for years. The revelation was met with respect and support, reflecting a cultural shift toward greater acceptance. Rather than altering how audiences saw him, it deepened their appreciation for his authenticity. What makes Parsons' journey meaningful is its simplicity. There was no grand announcement, just truth, shared honestly. Today, he continues to thrive professionally while living openly, showing that success and authenticity can coexist. His story stands as a reminder that embracing one's identity can bring both personal freedom and lasting respect. Colman Domingo has built a career defined by depth, elegance, and emotional honesty. Known for his powerful performances in projects like Euphoria and Rustin, he brings a quiet intensity to every role, one that resonates far beyond the screen. His presence feels grounded, thoughtful, and unmistakably authentic. Openly gay, Domingo has never treated his identity as something to hide or sensationalize. Instead, he embraces it with grace, allowing it to exist naturally within both his life and his work. In an industry that once demanded conformity, his openness reflects a growing space for truth and individuality. Beyond acting, he has used his voice to uplift stories that often go unheard, highlighting themes of resilience, dignity, and human connection. What makes Domingo's journey so compelling is its balance, strength paired with vulnerability, visibility without excess. He represents a new kind of leading figure, one who proves that authenticity is not a limitation, but a powerful source of presence, purpose, and lasting impact. Behind every spotlight, there are stories of courage, identity, and quiet truth waiting to be understood. These journeys remind us that authenticity, whether spoken or unspoken, has the power to inspire change and deepen compassion. In a world still learning to accept, choosing to be real is the bravest act of all. If these stories moved you, Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more powerful content.